This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
What's up, players? What's up, dogs? What's up, vaginas? Welcome to IDM episode 123. Coming at you. 5 at 5. I like this bit. We've been keeping up with this bit for a good month now, man. It's working. We're here. We're queer. We will not disappear. You guys see that? Yep. Actually, I got a close-up image for you. Here, let's pull that shit up real quick. Jamie. I don't know if Shorts knows that I pulled this, but here we go. This is what we were looking at earlier before, before Shorts, you see this?
What's up, dude? Sorry I'm late.
What's up, man?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, what
dude?
the? Oh, hi-yo.
Come on, Wise.
You can't say that. That's what I was looking at before before the show started. You know, get a little sneak peek. Sure, I was just trying to get active. I was like, not today, dude. Not today. We got a serious show to do. I'm your boy, Oathman.
It'd be so great if you just came over and just kicked me over. Give me a swift kick in the ass that I finally needed.
Nah, man, you're having a rough enough day as it is. We don't need to get,
Hey,
you're only what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, like Kelly Clarkson said, dude. Or is that Demi Lovato? One of them.
It's a splendid day.
Yeah. A lovely day. How you doing, Shortsy?
I'm good, man. I feel like you've got a lot of irons in the fire.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited for you to tell people about it a little bit. I mean, only so much as you're willing to, of course, because look, it's your life. You got to command it the way that you feel is necessary.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You've had some pretty interesting developments off the air this week.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have a very interesting story that we are going to get to regarding Othman Boucherab. And
yeah, I mean, the only story I'm interested in is the one that you're going to be telling to the federal government.
Okay, all right, dude, come on, you're jumping ahead a little bit. Jumping ahead. You know what annoys me? People, and I used to do this all the time. People, when people do stuff like that, like what you just did, they'll say, "Hey, come on, you're burying the lead." That they use it incorrectly all the time.
It's the opposite of burying the lead.
Yeah, it's
giving the lead away right in the beginning of the fucking story.
Exactly.
Like, we could use a bit more burying of the lead right now.
Right. But I mean, we can get into it right away, but that's like the creme de la creme.
Yeah, that's true.
Topic. Right. So maybe we'll hang on a little bit.
Let's hang on.
Yes. But no, week's been good, man, dude. So I gotta remember for the dogs who aren't on the Patreon, consider signing up. Patreon.com/IDM pod. You get 3 times the show.
Hell yeah.
I gave the dogs an update on my sleep study bit. I finally got a call from the comprehensive sleep study place, and they were like,
Yeah, it turns out you're too gay for a sleep study.
what? They go,
we checked our user's manual and yep, just a touch too gay. Sorry.
no, hang on, where's my stop sign? They go, hi, how you doing? May I help you? And I'm like, oh, fucking goddamn it. Why am I talking Mumbai right now?
Yeah.
And she's like, hi, is this Ottoman Botarib? And I'm like, yes. Hello, Steve Smith. I'm sure that's your name, Gurpreet.
Steve Smith.
Yeah. And so we set it up. Dude, tell me why. She's like, okay, well, first you have to have a consultation with the doctor, and then you will have the sleep. You'll be having the sleep study, and then you will be having the consultation. I'm like, I already got a sleep doctor. She's the one who referred me to you guys so I could sleep in your fucking bed with wires. Just let me do that. I don't need to consult with another doctor after I've consulted with my, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. What's with the 41 questions? What are you, like the director of the FBI or something, Pajit?
Okay. I want to talk about that motherfucker guy too. That bloody Banchu. But so dude, they're like the earliest they got is 2 months from now. So for like 2 months, I just gotta fucking sit there and wait till their bed, opens up, and they go, you will be doing the sleeping here from 9 p.m. to 5:15 a.m. I'm like, why do you gotta wake me up like that? Like, why can't I fucking just, catch some Z's while I'm sleeping?
You're like, joke's on you. I'm planning to die in the next 2 months. And it's going to be from sleep apnea.
Yeah, exactly.
Live with that on your conscience.
So I won't have an update for you guys for another 2 months, but that's where that is. How's life been for you on the, on the shorts pad?
It's good. I've been, I would say, swell. Even better than swell. Probably the best it's ever been.
You've been swollen?
Yeah, I've been blood vessels getting bigger. No, on another note, I had a scary ass Lyft ride about a week or so ago.
Oh shit.
And I realized I never talked about, but this was, so I got updated to gold status.
Oh hell yeah.
And you've talked about the gamification of the Lyft app, how they kind of basically con you into driving more than you want to.
Yeah.
It's working on me.
Really?
I mean, dude, it's like, oh shit, double points? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, fuck
yeah. Fuck yeah, give it to me. Yeah, fuck yeah. Do they play like Mario Kart noises while you're fucking, or like, well, that's great. What does that mean, having a gold status?
Bring,
Yeah.
bring. Sterling to Sterling, $5. Bring. Double, triple points.
Dun, 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 dun.
So one of the perks that comes with gold status,
You got a free t-shirt. You got a free mug.
is you get priority mode, like longer hours in priority mode, which basically means if it's slow out there, if there's nobody asking for rides, you get priority over the other drivers in the area for whatever rides are available, right?
Oh, because you're a loyal worker, I guess.
Sure, yeah. And I was using this feature simultaneously at like 3:00 in the morning on a Saturday, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So in conjunction with that, I'm also using there's a little feature on there where it's like a bonus, right?
Yeah.
The bonuses, this was my final bonus. I'm not doing any more fucking bonus rides. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I figure them out.
Yeah.
They're for stupid idiots like me.
They're taking advantage of you.
Definitely.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I even read one and it was like, if you drive 15 rides, you get $70. And if you drive 30 rides, you get $150. And then there was like a middle ground in between that was like, I was like, wait, the math's not adding up here.
Mm-hmm.
This is not right.
Yeah, the math isn't mathing.
You guys are taking advantage of idiots.
Okay.
So I'm using my priority mode and trying to squeak out my bonus at like 3 a.m. So I've got 2 rides left to give. And I get literally, I would never pick this up if it weren't for the fact that I just need to get 2 more
Yeah, you're
rides.
trying to get to the finish line.
So I get a $5 ride in Herndon, which is like 10 minutes from here,
Yeah.
but it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and also which part of Herndon? You know what I'm saying? Because I know one side of Herndon that my daughter goes to preschool, and it's a very sweet, nice little Catholic church. Shouts to, well, nobody cares. But the other side is where the movie lives. So, you know, no disrespect to the movie and his family. You know what I'm saying? It's actually in a very nice neighborhood, very nice house. But you could pick up a Puerto Rican, is what I'm saying.
Well, don't bury the lead.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Let's just say the tires are squealing around the corner. It's going, it's time for shots on the right side.
Oh, no. What time is this, he said?
About 3.
Damn.
It was
dude.
really, really early/late.
Yeah.
So the pickup calls for picking this dude up in front of his house. His name was like Angel or something like that.
Josie. Yeah.
chose the movie. And I get in front of this house in this neighborhood. I can't see anybody coming out of any houses. It's dark. You would see like a light on in the front of the house. There's no lights on. And this dude pops up out of the fucking bushes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally from behind bushes.
Did he give you one of these? Like little whistle? Like,
Yeah. Because I was about to pull off, like,
right.
take
like,
off.
I'm not
like,
doing this
get the
shit.
fuck out of there. Yeah. And so I stop the car again. He gets in. He looks drunk and or high or both. You know, I can't tell. Something going on. Again, it's 3 a.m. on the weekend.
Young guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But his hair is nicely done. He's got like lots of I believe they call it like Jerry curls.
Oh, okay. I believe they're corn rolls. Okay.
So he hops in, and I think he's Angel.
Uh-huh.
And so again, I'm about to pull off, get out of there, get this over as quick as possible so I can go home.
Right.
And he goes, uno momento, Angel. He's not Angel.
Oh,
I learned.
hell no.
So Angel also pops out from the bushes.
Oh, hell no.
He gets in the back. They're both slammed, like fucked up. I can see it in their eyeballs, you know,
Yeah.
like.
They got the bloodshot, fucking glassy eyes.
And look, I'm on record. I give everybody a chance.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit nervous about the circumstances. Okay.
Of course.
And there's been books about this. Former FBI profilers have written books about this, about how fear can be a good thing because it can be an instinctual thing to keep you from getting into dangerous situations.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe sometimes it's good to follow your gut.
Yeah. Of course.
So this dude gets in, and he's.
You didn't want to be the next Lake and Riley, basically, is what you're telling me.
I'll have to Google that.
Okay. All right. It's people might be offended by that joke. I'm just messing, guys. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I don't want to be the next Carmelo Anthony.
Okay.
So the guy gets in and he starts talking. He's slurring his speech, and he goes, "Excuse me, can you,
Mr. Chris,
you habla español?" And I'm like, "Un poquito."
Yeah. Give him the old white guy accent.
Es no bueno.
Yeah.
Por favor.
Yeah. Mi nombre es Gordo Feo. What if you said that?
Dude, it's been 2 different Spanish people that have labeled me Gordo Feo.
Fuck,
This is
dude.
fucking bullshit.
All right, so he asked you if you speak Espanol, and you go,
I said no. Basically no.
Yeah.
Pretty much no. Poquito no. And then him and his friend are like leaning against each other, then leaning back against the chairs, then leaning against each other, and leaning back against the chairs and the doors. I'm like, oh, this is bad news.
Yeah.
And I see where they're going. It's like a mile away. And I'm like, at least this will be over quickly. Before I can get going on this mile-long trip, he goes, can you fill it in with Spanish? Okay, because I'm not good enough to translate on the fly. He says,
Señor, puedes
can you play this one song for us?
puedes poner ese canción para mí?
And I go, it's only a mile trip. I don't think it's worth playing one song.
Sí, pero, eres estás trabajando para mí. Oh.
So he says, it's okay. Play the song. I go, no, it's not.
Sí, está bien. Okay.
It's not. No, it's okay.
Why didn't you just play it for him?
No, it's bueno. Because he wants to connect the Bluetooth, and I'm not going to go through a 10-minute process to connect his shit to my shit, connect his phone to my radio, just to drive a mile.
¿Tienes diente azul?
So I go, está bien. And then I just start driving. And I'm getting to this checkpoint as quickly as possible.
Is it literally like a mile away?
It's a mile away.
What the fuck?
Dude, it is. They're getting dropped off outside of a closed Silver Diner at 3 a.m. on a Saturday.
Oh my God, dude.
And then he gets out, starts to get out, and he goes, hey, can you stay? We got another trip. One more trip. And I look at the app and I go, there's no other trip scheduled. Sir.
Oh, damn.
And he goes, can you stay? And then like looks me in the eyes and goes, can you stay?
Oh.
And I go, no es bueno, cannot stay. And then he holds his phone up and then says some gibberish and then goes,
Este pinche pendejo marica.
It's okay. And then he cancels the trip. That's when I realized he never even accepted the trip after I started moving.
Oh,
so I didn't even get credit for the ride.
Fuck, dude.
But dude, I was so happy to peel ass out of there that I just didn't care. Yeah. Of course.
Damn, dude.
But I was like, that's when I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Chasing around these dumb bonuses at 3 a.m. Like this is worth $5, literally $5 fucking dollars. Dude. Now it would have been worth 80 if I got one more of those close calls, but.
Oh, so that was it? You called it a night?
It was done. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Freaked me the fuck out though. So I was like, what am I doing? I live 5 miles from here.
What night is this again?
Saturday.
Okay.
I think.
So Saturday, I mean, I feel like the majority of late night ride requests are probably mostly the same. They're probably people who are drunk, leaving a party, getting to a party.
Yeah, but this is what was so sketchy about it because they didn't come out of a house. They were in a neighborhood. There's nothing else around but houses with no lights on. So where did they come from?
I mean, just playing devil's assistant here, they're probably at a house down the road, maybe the movie's house.
And
they were walking,
pissing their pants, getting ready to get in my car.
Yeah, probably. Right. And then they probably were texting with somebody who was like going to meet them at a Silver Diner, and then
a closed Silver Diner.
I don't know that okay. Worst case scenario. What do you think was happening? Like, why would they draw you out to a Silver Diner where there's cameras in a lot probably to rob you?
It's not their car. They're going to break into the Silver Diner, rob the Silver Diner because they used to work there, know where the cash is, and then have me be their getaway driver.
Oh my God, dude. They're going to order a Lyft from the Silver Diner. So Silver Diner's like, who could have done this? And they have cameras, and they also have
and they're like
Lyft ride that was picked up from their house or from the front door.
It's that pinche El Gordo Feo robbed our Silver Diner.
And then you have to go to prison.
Yeah, I have to go to prison.
You have to go down and take the rap.
That's right.
And then you have to join the woods. Damn, dude. That would creep me out, honestly. I mean, You know what's interesting about your Lyft, the chronicles of Short's lifting is there's like an element. It's what?
I got home. This is like 20 minutes later. I get home and I just got so many racing thoughts, and I'm like, this is not worth it. I got to get a real job. This is not worth it. My vagina was right. This is stupid. This is dumb. She's always right. She just really annoys me to admit it.
Yeah, I know.
And then I go, do I need a gun to be a Lyft driver? And I sat there like I was fantasizing in the front doorstep of my house going, all right, if I got a gun, where would I put it in the Lyft, in the car? And then I'm like, all right, well, it's got to be concealed.
Yeah.
And I can't take the time to pull a handgun out of the center console because they'll see me lifting, pardon the pun, lifting the little door up, the hatch door up. I go, I got to put it in the door pocket. And then I'm like, but what if I'm driving and then I fucking, who was that Giants wide receiver who shot his dick
Plaxico?
off? Yeah, I Plaxico myself in the middle of a Lyft ride.
I mean,
I'm driving a random white couple from the airport at 2 p.m.
oh shit! Sir, is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. I just want some mints?
I just popped off a little bit.
Well, dude, have you seen? Speaking of teen mom. You know, Janelle Evans.
Speaking of teen,
remember we talked about it last. Do you remember that? Well, anyways, there's a very interesting scene from the show.
Yeah,
where she's like in a truck and some dude like is tailgating her or tailgating. What's the word when they're riding the back of, or they're like right on the back of your?
I think it's called ghost riding the whip.
Yeah, they're ghost riding the whip behind her. And she's like, oh, hell no. And then the guy goes in front and then brake checks her and then goes up next to her. And she fucking pulls out her gun from the door, whatever. What did you call it? The door pocket window?
Yeah, I called it the door pocket.
Yeah. So anyways, I was going to pull it up, but we don't have to.
Yeah, pull it up.
Should I?
Jamie? Yeah. This is me on a Saturday night leaving Herndon.
Sarah, can you please? Did they tell you what song they wanted?
Yeah, but it was in Spanish, so I didn't remember it. I was too traumatized, dude.
Yeah.
I could barely keep my head on straight.
Maybe you just wanted to. Maybe you could have just pulled up your Spotify.
And dude, that's the other thing that got me thinking about. So there's like a little emergency button on the Lyft app. It's fucking useless because think about by the time you recognize there's an emergency and you need to call emergency services through the Lyft app, it's too fucking late. Your head's blown off. You're finished.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There's 0 point to it. So I had like a detailed long conversation with the Lyft support. And
after this?
Yeah, and I was like, look, I'm a very open, forgiving person. This was how we say sketchy. And I would just prefer not to be matched with this Lyft rider again in the future.
Thank you, sir. I understand. You're not to be driving this guy anymore.
And he was like, did they urines in your car?
Damn, dude, they really fucked with you, man. To not want to ride with this guy. I'm not gonna pull the video. It's stupid.
All right.
Damn. Well, you know, we always love these, but be safe out there, dude. Maybe you should have some pepper spray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think pepper spray is a bad idea. You know, who knows, man? Somebody can fuck with you.
All right. So if we're keeping track at home, so far I can't go to DC anymore.
Yeah.
I can't go to Herndon.
You can't pick up Raul in Herndon.
Definitely can't go to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Because of the dirt bike gangs.
Oh yeah. The pack of dirt bike riders.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is nuts. That is a lawless society up there. Bro, it's nuts. If you see a pack of dirt bikes roll up on you in the middle of a city.
Oh, dude. Get out of there.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bruh. Yeah. All right. That was great. I gotta give you guys an update on my career or lack thereof. But before we do that, let's get to the dollars. You want to do that right quick?
Yeah.
All All right, let's holler at the dogs. The dogs.
It's time for our big time P1 shout outs.
Let's give a shout out to our dogs, our big time P1 supporters, which you guys can be right now, today on patreon.com/IDM pod. Shout outs to Alex, AJ McCown.
I love the smooth jazz voice you're going with tonight.
Alex Davis, Brendan Cooney, Brendan Smith. Shout outs to my boys in the South Town, Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman, Brian Busties, Carlos Head, Chris Eller, Danny Loudermilk, David Slat, Dixie Wrecked. Shout outs to you, my man, Dixie Wrecked, Don DeMarco, Ernesto Ladon, Craven Moorhead, Iron, Mike Sleep. It's not gay if you say no homo first.
Hell yeah.
James M. Jen Montana, back in town to beat you down. I heard that, Flapjack. JP Flame, Kevin Smith, Korean John, Chris Stein, Matt Broadbecks, Matt Starcheck, and my guy, my main man, Matt Starcheck. Shout outs to Peter Rosenkrantz, Phil J, Reggie, Instagram.com/@BradPaintsThis, Sean Kibler, William, and Lubomir. Shout outs to you guys. Patreon.com/IDM pod.
All right. Shouts to you guys. We love you. Thank you for the support. Real quick, let's do this. We haven't done it in a while. Haven't done this in a minute. Let's check in with the dogs. Y'all know what it is.
Our guy Kevin Smith says Schwartz couldn't get piss out of the car. He definitely isn't getting pepper spray out of the car, and that is likely to go off by mistake.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And pepper spray is like orange or red, right? If you guys want to join the super secret supporter chat or take part, you know, we're not here to take over. God damn it. I fucked up the Conor McGregor quote. If you want to join us, just sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/IDM pod, and hit the community tab. And we send each other lots of offensive, racist shtick and memes. So please join us. This is from Coop. It says, it's a shorts kind of Saturday. This is my third one of these tasty bastards. Ooh, that looks good. It's a little hot dog, hamburger, hot dog. It looks like a Mexican street corn hot dog.
I believe if you click in the comments, he added his ingredients, because I was pretty turned on by this, not gonna lie.
Street corn, cotija, cilantro, and tajín. That looks good.
Yeah, so he's challenged me to make this at home, so I plan to.
Didn't have an overbearing brother-in-law giving me crap about it either way. That's good. Benjamin Ward, our guy. I think Othello missed that the title of the Netflix documentary is literally called The Fall of Favre. Not sure what the expectations were. Fuck. Is that true?
Yeah,
okay.
That is true. Yeah, so you were like, I don't understand. Why is this thing all about the end of his career?
Yeah, and how he fucked up.
And how it all came crashing down because of this Jen Sturger lady.
All right. Maybe Roz Ward is right. That's a good point. This one was funny. You want to explain to the dogs? This is just being helpful.
Yeah, this is when you were talking to the girls at the CVS, I believe, and they were trying to guess one or two, doing like a little cell phone game or something. They asked AI for help, and AI was not being helpful. So Othello, just to get them to shut up, shouted from 2 aisles over.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
And they looked at you like you were the biggest creep they've ever seen.
It was like this famous picture. You seen this one, right? This is how they looked at me, real quick. This picture right here, which is actually coincidentally how every hot chick looked at me at a party in high school growing up.
That's exactly what they
excuse me. Thanks, I guess. Fuck you. I'm just trying to help. Fucking bitch.
Dude, they were like, what is your dad doing here?
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to the super secret support chat. Let's see what else the dogs got to say. My guy, this is from Dick's Erect. My guy said this one's on the house, but if you need proof of a transcript, it's going to cost you 4 free Lyft rides. Oh shit, dude. This is a complimentary bachelor's degree for our guy Christopher Lingbach
Oh hell yeah!
from
Ashburn Christian University.
Oh, ACU. I love that school, man. This certifies that Christopher Lingbach has completed the required course of study and is therefore awarded the degree of Bachelor of Broadcasting. With all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining, in witness thereof of his diploma is granted up to this font is hard to read for me. Board of Regents upon recommendation of the faculty. Conferred at Ashburn, Virginia on the 28th day of May 2009. Wow, dude. There you go, man.
Hell yeah. It's all turning up for me now.
You know, honestly.
And guys, please forgive my co-host. He's English is a second language.
I'm not from here. I'm sorry.
he's an ESOL student.
We got a couple other links here, but every time I click other links, it fucks up.
I know it takes forever.
Dick's Erect. It's crazy how you run into fellow dogs anywhere. Saw the shorts behind me in the traffic driving for Lyft in Baltimore the other day. Good seeing you, pal. It's shorts nervously driving with a as he put it, a pack of wild bike riders.
Dirt bikers.
Dirt bikers.
Bike riders. Yeah, they're just on their Schwinns following me around.
That's so funny, dude. I love the face that he made.
It's a scary world out there.
All right, let's see. Got a couple more here. I think that's it, actually. Mickey B. Let's see. Let's click one of these links.
Oh yeah, this is a good one for what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, here we go. This is from Nikki B. Let's see.
Yes, I am.
Do me a favor, can you move the seat forward because it's hitting my knees at this point.
Yeah, no problem. Hold on.
It's very. Can you hold on? I didn't even put my seatbelt on, sir. You slow down. You in a rush? Because if you're in a rush, I'm gonna panic. It's too hot in here. Can I lower this window or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your seatbelt is really tight around my neck. Has anybody else complained about this?
No, ma'am. No, they
It
have
hurts.
not. Well, then take it off.
No, I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to an important meeting right now. I can't have my hair on.
You're having an important meeting at 7 p.m.?
Is that your concern? What the fuck I do? I'm trying to explain to you. I'm not getting any ventilation right now. Okay? And I don't appreciate your smart remark about me having a meeting at 7 o'clock, which I'm going to be late because of you. You showed up late.
Sorry about that, okay? I'm sorry.
Are you giving me an attitude, sir?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
All I have to do is report you to Uber, and so be it. You will be kicked off of this app, okay? Let me tell you, I've gotten other people kicked off. That this freaking seat is leaning on my knee. You have to have consideration for passengers when they get in your car. And you don't question them where they're going. I want another Uber driver.
What a fucking coont, dude.
There are people like that. I mean, I haven't had one that bad, but there are definitely people that think that they're paying to treat you like their slave.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just driving Miss Shortsy.
Kind of same people that treat waiters and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They're just looking for somebody to scream at that's not in their immediate life. But
what's the rudest interaction you've had?
I think I've been lucky so far, but there was this one dickhead I picked up named Malcolm. I picked him up at MGM National Harbor. This is at 11 o'clock at night.
Like an Arab guy?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay. Probably Southeast Asian. Sounds like a Southeast Asian name.
Yeah. And again, 95% of the ride was fine. He was basically quiet, watching reels in the back seat, right?
Yeah.
But the exit for his building, his apartment building, was directly off of the exit from the highway.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an exit off of 395, and then an immediate bear to the right, that's his building. And then there's a fork going left that goes kind of around the block a little bit and then loops back around to his building.
Yeah.
So there just wasn't enough time for me to see the fork in the road because it's nighttime.
Yeah.
And hey, dumbass Malcolm, I don't live where you live.
Yeah.
I don't know your fucking building.
This is my first time here.
It's my first time here.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
A little patience. So he goes, you just missed the turn. And I go, all right, take it easy, pal.
Did he say, with your dumb ass?
I mean, dude, I was so irritated because it was almost over. He just had to slip in being a dickhead in that last 2 minutes. And it just really just soured me on the whole night.
That's honestly not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I could see it annoying me though.
Well, it's irritating because it's like, dude, like you may make this ride every day.
Yeah.
Because clearly you don't have a car, fuck face. Sorry, you're welcome for the ride, fuck face.
Yeah.
But not everybody's familiar with your exit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We got there 30 seconds later. It's just a little irritating.
All right, well, that's not that bad. Okay, well, before we get to my thing, let's check in with the dogs in the chat right quick. Kevin Smith says, I guess we should start making some RIP shirts. Ron Mexico says they were meeting up with some tortas at the Silver Diner for supper. You know what tortas are?
No.
It's like the new slang for like when you're hollering and the girl is like overweight, but she's still fuckable, I guess. I hate that word. I just couldn't think of another word.
It's kind of like a thought.
No, a thought is that hoe over there. A thought is like another word for, a hua.
Yeah. Okay.
But torta is like a fat chick that you're willing to bang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Spider Clamp says Shorts has the best imagination. I agree. You do. Yeah, you already said that. Ron Mexico, my guy could get Othello degree too if he didn't read like Floyd Mayweather. Fuck, dude. That font is difficult to read. God damn it. This is reason enough for Shorts to get a camera, says Spider Clamp. There we go. Yeah, and he says that lady hates her life and wants to drag others down with her. Yeah, it sounded like it. Okay, well, we spoke enough about your job situation. Let's talk a little bit about mine. I know there's one guy that gets really upset about this, but I know there's people that want to hear about it. So here's where we're at, right? Got an interview last week, got an interview this week. Lots of interviews that I bomb, and I do pretty well in the email part. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm normal. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm smart.
When you don't have to face them and act like a normal human being in front of them.
Right. Yeah. But then once they fucking see my face and my haircut and, they hear the trembling in my voice, they're like, oh God, we can't do this. So that's still an ongoing process, but I applied the first 2 weeks of unemployment. I applied basically to every job I could think of that I was willing to do. You know?
Smart.
So I applied to not a lot of places, but one place I did apply is, I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, but there's a lot of foreigners working within the government. And they also recently did something, I think it was maybe 3-4 years ago, where they're lowering the requirements for people who want to work government jobs, because I think they made it so that you don't need to have a college degree or whatever. I do have a college degree, but I was like, I've never thought about working for the government. Let me try that out.
No sports, no politics.
No sports, no politics. Yeah. And truth be told, dude, when I was working at Famous Slaves, when I was 20, 21, one of the girls that I worked with, her uncle was this big wig in the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, ever since I was a kid, people were like, yo, you are brown, you speak Arabic, you should betray your people and work for the U.S. government.
So some people, when they're like kids, they're like, dude, I mean, you could be a fighter pilot. You ever seen the movie Top Gun? They're like, dude, you're really good at baseball. You could be you could go pro one day.
Yeah.
Maybe basketball too. You're a two-sport athlete. But for you, a lot of people were coming up to you in little Oathman in elementary school going, dude, you could work for the FBI.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Dude, you could be a pro
You could-
FBI one day.
You could be an undercover terrorist. You
or
you could fit right in with them.
or maybe not undercover at all.
Depending on,
Softball.
So, but every time people suggested that to me, I would always think in my head, like, yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't speak Arabic well enough to fucking have intense conversations with fucking suicide bombers and shit like that. So
I think the point is to catch them before they get to that point.
Okay, would be suicide bombers. So anyways, I'd always kind of had that idea in the back of my mind. I was like, maybe that would be kind of cool. I don't know. I seen a couple shows about, I seen Mindhunter, you know what I'm saying? Where they're fucking going to meet with Charles Manson. I could meet with Charles. I would have a great conversation with Ted Kaczynski.
That's such an underrated show, by the way. That was on Netflix like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
It's a great watch. I think it was only on for like 2 or 3 seasons, but it just flows by.
So anyways, long story short, I got my degree. I've got my period of unemployment. I went on FBI.gov. I said, hey, they got a brown dude running this shit now. My odds are fucking skyrocketing straight up. So I was like, maybe this is my time. Maybe this is my time to betray my people. So I went on FBIjobs.gov or whatever, and I fucking put in my application and for intelligence analyst.
Oh, hell yes. I love this.
This is like the week of me getting laid off, not fired. No sports, no politics.
You're willing to try anything.
Yeah. And so
you're keeping your options open. That's smart.
Yeah. And so I went and I applied and I, sent in all my stuff, and that was it. That was 2 months ago. And by this point, like, I'd completely forgotten about it. I was like, they're not going to fucking, they took they did one Google search my name and we're like, oh, this guy, we can't hire this guy. He has a segment called Yehudi News on his podcast.
Dude, it's a popular segment.
Yeah.
Might be more popular than the podcast itself.
they listen to one segment of Boucher's Bizarre Beliefs.
I swear to God, every time I open Twitter, it sounds like they're doing a Yehudi News segment. It's very popular.
So it is crazy.
Yeah.
So anyways, I got this email recently, and here, I'll just show it to you. Let me pull that shit up. And I don't know if you could read this. The dogs at home could probably read it.
Dude, you should show the actual email.
Why? It doesn't matter.
IDM, it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Good.
Dear Oathman, after reviewing your application, we are pleased to offer you the opportunity to sit for the intelligence analyst selection process.
Oh,
Phase 1 test.
fuck yeah, dude. I told you you're smart enough.
Thanks, man.
Although, to be fair, being smarter than me does not necessarily make you FBI material.
You have until 6/15/2025, 11:59 p.m. to complete the phase 1 test. The process involves several steps, so we recommend beginning the scheduling process immediately.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, so this is for FBI intelligence analysts, or never mind. I was gonna make an unintelligent analyst.
All right,
but it was just too obvious.
So
It's a stupid joke. Don't do it.
So did you fill out the necessary paperwork and stuff to take the test?
No, not yet. I just got it yesterday.
What's the due date on it again?
The 15th. So
It's coming up. Yeah, you got to get on that.
But here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. First of all, I appreciate you saying I'm smart. I don't think I'm smart enough to do that. Secondly, I was looking into it, and this is like one after this phase. There's a phase 2 where there's a part where you got to do a written test. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can use ChatGPT in the test, but I would need that.
What about Shorts GPT?
Yeah. I've used Shorts GPT plenty in the past. Also, the other thing is, like, it's a very, very low paying job. And I think I would have to work in Quantico.
I know, but you tend to do this every time you talk about all these different.
I talk
Job
myself out of it,
possibilities,
so I'm
yes.
not disappointed when I don't get it.
And so you go, I know. But I'm like, yeah, but do you know? It sounds like you're giving yourself outs before you even entertain the thought.
Yeah, I am.
A foot in the door is all you need, especially for something like this. You could become a career government employee like Joe. My bad.
Hey, no sports.
That one slipped
guys.
out. That slipped
No,
out.
I will work for
That one slipped out. My bad.
Trump's FBI or Kamala's FBI. I don't care.
My bad. That was
You know,
too soon.
Terrorists
obviously.
are terrorists.
All right, let's clean the palate real quick. Ron Mexico says FBI Othello talking to major criminals. You know, I can kind of see your point.
Let's get this guy out of here. He doesn't belong in here. Here, hang on, I'm gonna grab another beer.
Oh yeah, go ahead, man. All right, so I was thinking with Othello, I'm really excited for this. I want to see him gainfully employed again. And I really do think he's way smarter than people probably give him credit for. Definitely more than he gives himself credit for. And I think this could be a great opportunity for him to pursue. So I was thinking it'd be great if maybe we got a couple of practice rounds in.
What do you mean?
So when you were telling me about this the other day, I've been doing some Googling, and it turns out there is an FBI sanctioned practice test for the phase 1 test available online.
Oh, dude.
So, you know, I got a pen handy.
Is this going to be like the time we had the spelling test, you and I?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
It's going to be just like that.
All right. So
So
you're going to test my intelligence. You're going to put me through the ringer to see if I have what it takes.
that's correct. And I think you're going to have to kind of keep, well, maybe I can keep score. The thing is, here's the test. It's not exactly like, I mean, they're like verbal questions. They're pretty complicated.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hey, you're
Verbal question. Okay.
you're the FBI agent here, so not me.
Yeah.
So you tell me. But let's start with number 1.
Okay.
And of course, you guys in the comments, you can feel free to interject. But
You're testing to see how dumb or smart I am right now, right?
smart, yeah. So
Okay.
just for like a brief synopsis, it says this section is a practice test which includes questions similar to those on the actual phase 1 test. So this is like a peek into the future.
Okay.
Once you complete the test, you can check your answers on the cognitive items questions 1 through 20 using the answer key provided at the end of this guide. Now I have all of these questions printed out and in front of me, so in case we have to skip ahead or whatever we can, and I've got the answer key separate as well. Questions 21 through 50 are not included in the answer key as they are dependent upon personal characteristics. So it sounds like we got to stick to 1 through 20 for this impromptu FBI examination for Obukarub.
Why don't we just do like 5?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. Fuck.
Now, the FBI, like many of the intelligence agencies, they require an especially high bar for truth telling and honesty. Would you be willing to swear on a Bible that you have not previously previewed this exam before?
Yeah, yes, I will swear on the Quran. I have never read this exam. I have no idea where you got it. Are you actually getting a Bible for me? Holy shit, he has a dusty ass Bible here. Wow. And it's bookmarked. Wow.
I, Othman Boucherab,
Oh, it's bookmarked on the section where they talk about gay sex being forbidden. Oh, that's weird. Why is it's highlighted too? What the?
that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
I, Othman Boucherab,
I, Othman Boucherab,
swear
swear
solemnly
solemnly
that I've never previously
I've never previously
had unprotected sex with women.
Okay. I can't do that.
All right, we're good. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me.
Can I, if I look over your shoulder, am I peeking? Like, are the answers?
No, I've got them
Okay.
concealed.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. All right. So, question 1. A consulting firm has established a new recruiting policy in an effort to reduce travel expenses for applicants. Specifically, some applicants now interview with a recruiter virtually using video conferencing equipment. However, applicants who live within a 25-mile radius of a company office are not eligible to interview virtually. Now, I'm already so confused.
I know, me too, dude. I'm like, is that the question?
Based on the plethora of information above, which of these statements must be true? A, some applicants who live within a 25-mile radius of a company office are eligible to interview virtually. B, a few applicants who live within the 25-mile radius of a company office do not interview virtually. C, none of the applicants interview with a recruiter virtually. D, all of the applicants interview with a recruiter virtually.
What the fuck, dude?
Or E, none of the applicants who live within a 25-mile radius of a company office are eligible to interview with a recruiter virtually.
Oh, E.
Okay. We've got our answer. Ding, ding, ding. All right.
I swear to God, if that's wrong, dude.
Dude, this is this is crazy. You sure you want to do this?
No.
I mean, I was all for
Dude,
this, like
that's-
before this question.
That's the other thing, dude. I was reading up on it on Reddit, and people are like, so what is this job basically? And they're like, you basically do a shit ton of reading and then like summarize your reading and then present it to people.
You're like,
I'm
all
like,
right, but can you do me a favor? Can you put it on a tiny phone and give me a couch to read it on? I'll be the top agent in the country. I promise you.
No, but honestly, when I read that, I was like, I mean, I know I say this all the time, but can't ChatGPT just do that? Like, can I upload this classified material to ChatGPT?
I mean,
Like, honestly,
I guess you could.
if I have 100 pages of stuff and they need it summarized,
I'd be willing to bet that probably comes up in phase 1 of the testing. Would you be okay with putting top secret information
Yes.
into Google? Give you shorter, quicker answers.
all right.
All right, it says here the Soviets have been working in the shadows. ChatGPT, who are the Soviets? And why do we care about what they're doing in Arlington?
All right.
Due to this, number 2, due to the size of its workspace, a bakery is only able to produce a few of its products on any given day. It makes 4 specialty items, but only focuses on 2 for any one day. Whew. Breads are produced on Mondays and sold throughout the week. Cupcakes are made on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Pastries cannot be made on the same day as cupcakes. Cookies and pastries are always made on the same day. Which of the following can be made on the same day? A, breads and cookies. B, cupcakes and breads. C, cookies and cupcakes. D, pastries and breads.
Oh my gosh.
E, cupcakes and pastries.
Let me read that again. Okay.
This is what the FBI is up to these days. they're
And what
they're
was
investigating bakeries,
what was E again? Can you repeat? E?
cupcakes, and pastries. Again, the question was, which of the following can be made on the same day?
Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, that is easy, dude. That is
This is why it took Mueller so long to crack the case. All right, no sports and politics. Just kidding. Two
D.
slipped out today.
No, D.
All right, pastries and breads. D. Got it. Go ahead and circle that. All right.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Holy shit, this is great. All right.
Ernesto says, remember the little girl with the physics books in the hood, in the alien hood is the one you shoot. He's right.
So I think for brevity's sake, we should probably cap this at what, like We said 5 questions.
Yeah. Or 3. I mean, I don't know.
5 sounds good. Number 3, the board of directors of a public company. Again, this is Oathman is trying out for the FBI.
Yeah.
So we're doing a quick practice test.
Yeah.
The board of directors of a public company is considering an acquisition of a highly sought after company in a very niche market. In order for the decision to be approved, it must request approval from its shareholders before 1 p.m. Based on the information above, which of these statements must be true? A, if the company was acquired, the board of directors must have made its request for approval after 1 p.m.
That's it.
Okay. B, if the company was acquired, the board of directors must have made its request for approval before 1 p.m. C, if the company was not acquired, the board of directors must not have made a request for approval. D, if the company was not acquired, the board of directors must have made its request for approval after 1 p.m. E, if the company was not acquired, the board of directors must have made its request for approval before 1 p.m. I mean, I swear all these answers sound like the exact
I
same
know.
answer.
Dude, hang on. Can I know it's one of
You
the.
can read it again. Yeah.
Okay. If the company was acquired, the board request for approval by 4:01 p.m. Not acquired.
On this practice test.
Okay.
FBI.
My answer is B.
B. We have your answer. It's final. It is B.
Dude, I'm fucking acing this shit.
For question number 3. Holy shit, guys.
Wait, I thought that was 3.
We got 5.
That was 3 though, right? We got 2 more.
2 more. Yeah. That was number 3.
I hope this is entertaining.
These are the longest questions I've ever read. This is crazy.
They're butt confusing, dude. It's like my eyes like start to cross when you're reading these.
Can they just simplify it and go, would you lie under this circumstance? A, B, C, D, E, none of the above. And then you'd be like, F, all of the above.
Natural born liar.
A restaurant specializes in freshly sourced ingredients. The restaurant chef can only purchase the ingredients for its menu according to what is available on specific days at the local market. The restaurant offers 5 different dishes every week based on the guidelines stated below. What are the 3 food options that can be served on any Tuesday? Grilled asparagus and lemongrass salad may be served any day except for every other Tuesday and every other Thursday. Pasta primavera with garlic bread can be served only on Mondays and Wednesdays. Blackened sea bass with quinoa can be served on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Barbecue chicken with garbanzo beans cannot be served on Fridays. Sauteed mushrooms and garlic sauce cannot be served on Wednesdays. Your answer choices are A, pasta primavera with garlic bread, blackened sea bass with quinoa, and sauteed mushrooms and garlic sauce.
I know the answer to this one.
Okay.
It's all of them except for one. All of them except for the one that they said can't be served. Pasta can be served only on Mondays and Wednesdays. So all of them except for pasta primavera. Let me see. B. I'm gonna go with B.
Okay. All right. Final question. Again, this is for Oathman's chance to be in the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah.
If you get this wrong, it's black cocks in your mouth until you're dead and you're fired. Number 5, the Controller's Office is allotting funds to both the federal and state road departments. Funds will be allocated based on the jurisdiction of each road in a given state. In reviewing the records, the Controller's Office found that every toll road is under the jurisdiction of the federal road department. Some of the toll roads are also under the jurisdiction of the state road department. What must be true? A, all of the toll roads that are under the jurisdiction of the Federal Road Department are under the jurisdiction of the State Road Department. B, all toll roads that are under the jurisdiction of the State Road Department are under the jurisdiction of the Federal Road Department. C, none of the toll roads that are under the jurisdiction of the State Road Department are under the jurisdiction of the Federal Road Department. D, federal and state road departments receive the same funding for toll roads falling under the both jurisdictions. E, several toll roads that are under the jurisdiction of the State Road Department are not under the jurisdiction of the Federal Road Department. What is your answer, Oathman, for a shot at the FBI?
Real quick before I answer, can you say for the listening audience the word Quinoa again?
Quinoa?
That's perfect. That's spot on. Okay. Can I see this real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Now this one was this is the question that would make me stand up and walk out.
This is the test. It's not
Yeah.
really about intelligence. It's about patience.
Yeah. Some words are also what must be true.
I mean, dog, we didn't even do like the puzzle questions.
I'm gonna go with E. Final answer. Kanoa.
E.
Jason Kanoa.
Got it. And you did not look at the answers. Is that correct?
No, I don't even know where the answers are.
Okay. All right.
That was easy. As they say in the old days, that was Sinchi.
Okay, Oathman, I'm going to hand you the answers.
Just tell me. You don't have to reread them because that part is
Okay.
fucking verbal melatonin.
All right. For question number 1, you guessed E. None of the applicants who live within a 25-mile radius of company office are eligible to interview with a recruiter virtually. The answer was E.
Hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah.
1 for 1. Nice.
That's small. Unreal.
Answer number 2. Due to the size of the workplace, pastries, bakery, blah, blah, blah. Which of the following can be made on the same day? You guessed D, pastries and breads. And unfortunately,
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
cupcakes and breads. B was the correct answer. That's 1 for 2.
All right.
So you're
Could get an 80%.
50% right now. Question number 3. Again, for a chance at the FBI. Oathman, you guessed B. If the company was acquired, the board of directors must have blah, blah, blah. The answer is B. Back in the game.
hell.
Are you smarter than an FBI agent?
You're
Oathman,
smarter than Cash Patel.
Oathman is 2 for 3.
Hell yeah.
Answer number 4, also B. You got that one correct, my friend. You were 3 for 4.
I know that's right.
And 4, I believe this would put you at 80%, a 4 out of 5 score. The controller's office, blah, blah, blah. You guessed answer E. The correct answer is B. Oathman, unfortunately.
God damn it, dude.
Unless they bring DEI back at 3 for 5, you are not going to the FBI
Fuck, dude.
today. Better
All right.
luck next year.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, my friend.
That's
but
okay.
thank
That's
you
okay.
for playing. Find a new career tomorrow.
All right. Before we go over to the Patreon, let us give a shout out to our guy, our dog, with a new website coming up pretty soon. Check it out if you're into Lorem Ipsum. Our guy, Money Mike.
In Northern Virginia, where the sun always shines.
I'm screwed.
You can't get in the FBI. You can't design websites.
What can you do?
What can you do? If you guys need a brand new website to check out to find your favorite new plumber, check out thecliftonplumber.com. That's thecliftonplumber.com, where you can find information, valuable information on our favorite plumber, Mike Cook, who is licensed and insured. And there is no job too big or too small for Mike Cook. Mike Cook has owned and operated his small business for 20 plus years in the Northern Virginia area. He has plumbing in his blood. He is a third generation American badass plumber. Next time you are in need of a plumber, give our guy Mike Cook a call. Just give him a chance. He'll pop on by, give you a quick estimate for free. Just give him a call at 703-501-1926. That's 703-501-1926, and say, hey, Mike, now that you're here, you say that's going to be about $6,000? Oh, no, that's too much? Okay. $5,000? That's right, because you're Mike Cook and you give us great prices. Well, by the way, I also heard about you on IDM. Mike Cook just knocked another 10% off your total. There you go, just like that. If you support Mike Cook, you support IDM. Next time you need a plumber, go to 703, call 703. That website's going to fuck me up.
Maybe we should get a second domain, www.703.
www.703-501-1926.com.
That's not a bad idea.
Or visit thecliftonplumber.com. We'll see you guys on the Patreon, patreon.com/IDM pod in 5 minutes. Peace.
Peace.
Knocking on your door. He's IDM's proud sponsor. Don't you forget, with a laugh and a smile, your plumbing says.